Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Softening into Momentum. I'm Miki, and I want to start today by asking you something. How often do you find yourself swinging between extremes? Working too hard, then collapsing in exhaustion? Being rigidly disciplined, then rebelling against your own rules? Caring so much it overwhelms you, then shutting down completely in order to cope? We live in a culture of extremes, hustle or burnout, all or nothing, black or white. But what if there's a path that doesn't require us to choose between opposites? What if wholeness lives not at either end of the spectrum, but somewhere in the tender middle? Today, we're exploring the middle way, Madhyamaka, one of the Buddha's most fundamental teachings. It's not about compromise or settling. It's about finding the sustainable path between extremes, the place where we can be both disciplined and joyful, both committed and free, both caring and boundary. This teaching has been essential to my sobriety, my healing, and my ability to show up consistently without burning out. And I think it might be exactly what you need to hear right now, too. Take a breath with me as we explore the wisdom of balance. The story of the middle way begins with the Buddha himself. Before he was the Buddha, when he was still Siddhartha, a prince trying to find liberation. He left his life of luxury and became an ascetic, barely eating, punishing his body, believing enlightenment required complete self-denial. For 6 years, he practiced this way until he nearly died. And in that near-death state, he realized something profound. Extreme self-denial wasn't leading to liberation any more than extreme indulgence had. Both were forms of suffering. That's when he discovered the middle way, the path between extremes, the understanding that wisdom lives in the sustainable center. I lived this in my own recovery. Before sobriety, I was all indulgence, drinking to excess, numbing everything hard. When I first got sober, I swung to the opposite extreme. Rigid rules with diet and exercise, harsh discipline, spiritual perfectionism that was just another form of punishment. Eventually, that extreme almost drove me back to drinking. Not because sobriety was the problem, but because the way I was practicing it was another form of violence against myself. The middle way showed me something different. Sobriety doesn't mean joylessness. It means finding joy that doesn't require self-destruction. Discipline doesn't mean punishment. It means loving yourself enough to keep commitments that serve your well-being. Buddhist monk and peace activist Thich Nhat Hanh teaches, the practice of meditation is to look deeply in order to see. The practice is not to suppress, not to deny, but to recognize what is present and to look deeply into its nature. The middle way isn't about suppressing desire or denying difficulty. It's about seeing clearly and responding with wisdom. It's about asking, what does this moment actually need? Not what my fear wants, but what would serve wholeness. The middle way isn't a fixed position. It's a constant recalibration, a continuous listening to what's needed rather than defaulting to extremes. Let me share with you some specific binaries I've had to navigate. Work and rest. For years, I believed rest was something you earned through productivity. The middle way taught me that rest isn't a reward, it's a requirement. Sustainable work includes rest as part of the rhythm. Sobriety and freedom. Early sobriety felt like prison. So many rules, so much vigilance. But the middle way showed me that true freedom isn't doing whatever I want. It's being free from the compulsion to escape myself. Discipline and joy. I used to think these were opposites, but discipline, when practiced with love rather than punishment, creates the conditions for deeper joy. My morning meditation, my writing routine, they're not obligations. They're how I take care of the person I'm becoming. Thich Nhat Hanh says, people usually consider walking on water or in thin air a miracle. But I think the real miracle is not to walk either on water or in thin air, but to walk on earth. The middle way is about recognizing the miracle of the ordinary. The sustainable middle, the place where we can actually live rather than constantly swinging between extremes. So I want to invite you to consider, where are you living in extremes right now? Where are you swinging between all or nothing? And what would it look like to find the middle, not as compromise, but as the place where you can live in alignment without destroying yourself? The practice we're exploring today is mindful walking, either as an actual walk you can take or as a visualization that I'll guide you through if walking isn't accessible right now. If you're able to walk during this practice, please find a quiet place and walk at a natural pace. If you're not able to walk, find a comfortable seated position and I'll create the walk for you. Feel your feet on the ground before you start. Notice the weight of your body, the stability beneath you. As you begin walking, pay attention to each step. Feel your heel touch the ground, the weight rolling forward, your toes pushing off. You're not trying to get anywhere, just walking, present to each moment. Notice the rhythm, right, left, right, left. Walking itself is continuous practice of losing and finding balance over and over. As you walk, notice what's around you. Light, temperature, sounds. Feel your body moving through space. If your mind wanders, gently return to the sensation of walking, to your feet meeting the earth. You find yourself standing at the beginning of a forest path. The air is cool and fresh. Birds sing in the trees. Sunlight filters through the canopy. You take your first step, feeling the ground beneath your feet. Soft earth, leaves, smooth stone. You begin walking at a comfortable pace, not rushing, not dragging. The middle way of walking. As you walk deeper into the forest, notice the trees on either side. They're tall and steady, rooted deeply while reaching toward the sky. Both grounded and growing, both stable and flexible. They model the middle way. You pass a stream on your left. Water flows over stones, finding its path around obstacles. This is the middle way too. Not forcing, not giving up, but finding the sustainable path forward. The path opens into a clearing where sunlight pours down. In the center is a large, smooth stone. You walk to it and sit. Feel the warmth of sun on your face. The stone beneath you, the gentle breeze. You're exactly where you need to be. Not striving, not collapsing, just present. Bring to mind an area where you've been living in extremes. Don't judge it, just see it clearly. Ask yourself, what would the middle way look like here? You don't need the answer now. Just hold the question. Take one more look around this clearing, this place of balance, of rest within movement, that honors both doing and being. You walk back along the path, carrying this sense of balance. Each step reminds you, you can find the middle. You can live sustainably. As you approach the forest edge, take 3 deep breaths. Breathing in, balance. Breathing out, extremes. Breathing in the middle way. Breathing out the pendulum swing. One more, breathing in sustainable presence. Breathing out exhausting perfection. When you're ready, gently open your eyes and return to the space around you. The middle way isn't about being lukewarm or playing it safe. It's about finding the sustainable path that allows you to keep showing up fully without destroying yourself. You can be deeply committed without being rigid. You can care intensely without carrying everything. You can be disciplined without being punishing. You can rest without guilt and work without exhaustion. The middle way is the path of paradox, and paradox is where wisdom lives. Since I found this teaching, my entire relationship with sobriety has transformed. I don't think of it as deprivation anymore. I think of it as the middle way between numbing and overwhelm. The sustainable path that allows me to feel everything without being destroyed by it. So this week, I invite you to practice noticing extremes. When you feel yourself swinging too far, working too hard, being too rigid, shutting down completely, pause. Ask, what would the middle way look like here? Then gently recalibrate, not with punishment, but with tender awareness. Go for a walk if you can. Practice being present to your steps, to your body moving through space, to the miracle of ordinary movement. This is the middle way in action. Remember, the goal isn't to never swing toward extremes again. We're human. We'll lose our balance. The practice is noticing when we're off center and then gently returning to the middle again and again. That's not failure. That's the practice itself. Thank you for walking the middle way with me today, whether with your feet or with your imagination, for being willing to find sustainability rather than forcing extremes. May you carry this teaching into your days, remembering that wholeness lives in the tender middle. May you be both disciplined and joyful, both committed and free, both soft and strong. The Softening into Momentum podcast is lovingly curated, created, written, edited, and produced by me, Miki Byrne, with accompanying sound bath frequencies by my good friend, Static. If you would like to dive further into his incredible musical work, please go to YouTube at Static is Noise. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who's exhausted from swinging between extremes. Join us in the Patreon community, where we're supporting each other every day in finding sustainable balance, practicing the middle way together. There, exclusively on Patreon, you can find me each week in my newsletter, Softening into Momentum, where I continue exploring what it means to live with balance in a culture of extremes. Until we meet again, keep walking, keep noticing, keep finding your way back to center. The middle way is always here, waiting for your return. Namaste.